morning, and thank you for attending the 2018 Clawson State of the City Schools and Chamber Address. My name is Renee Newalik. I'm a director on the Chamber Board, and I'm branch manager of Diversified Members Credit Union. I'd like to introduce to you Amy Lewis. She's vice president of the Chamber Board. She's also owner of AIM Graphics, and she'll be assisting with the program today.
Thank you, Renee. We'd like to thank the sponsors of today's event: Anderson, Eckstein, and Westrick, Inc., Diversified Members Credit Union, Gateway Country Day School and Child Care Center, and Michigan School and Government Credit Union. Thank you very much. At this time, we welcome Shar Larson, President of the Chamber Board, to the podium for the Pledge of Allegiance and the invocation, after which breakfast will be served.
Good morning, everyone. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And our prayer for today is: thank you, dear Lord, for bringing us all together. We bless this food and we bless everyone who is here with us. Please remember to bless our law enforcement officers and all first responders. Keep them safe and in your care. We ask all these blessings through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. At this time of year, we like to reflect on the accomplishments of our school, city, and chamber, and to thank all whose commitment and investments helped to get us where we are today. I would like to begin by introducing some of the people that are here with us at today's gathering. Representing Senator Nolenberg's office, Sean Civitone. Representing Old Brooks Patterson, Alex Rich. Representing Congressman David Trott, Anthony Lewis. Oakland County Commissioner Doug Teets. Mayor Debbie Woolley. Councilpersons Paula Millen and Matt Ulbrich. From the city administration, we have City Manager Mark Pollack, City Clerk Michael Smith, City Planner Greg Elliott, Economic Development Coordinator Susie Steck, Cable and Internet Director Dave Ouellette, Director of Planning and Building Jim Elvis, City Treasurer Stacy Hodges, Code Enforcement Officer Bart Chambers, Police Chief Harry Anderson, Engineering Harry Drinkwine, Assistant Superintendent DPW and Engineering Matt Hodges, Library Director Jenny Ganad, Department of Recreation and Senior Services Kathy Lino, Superintendent DPW and Engineering Doug Ballard, City Attorney John Kingsett, Historical Museum Curator Melody Nichols, and from the DDA, Joan Horton. We also have Ray Watts here from Hollerach's office. And from the Clawson School District, we have Superintendent Monique Beals and School Board President Andrea Hodges.
Now it is my pleasure to welcome Mayor Debbie Woolley to the podium for the State of the City address.
Good morning. Good morning and welcome to Clawson's 2018 State of the City Address. I would like to thank the Chamber of Commerce for organizing this annual event. The Chamber of Commerce, directed by Mary Sames, networks with area businesses, schedules red ribbon welcoming ceremonies for new businesses, organizes the Clawson Pause events, and co-organizes the Farmers Market. The 2018 Clawson Farmers Market will be open for business May 20th. In addition, I would like to thank our city employees, school staff, volunteers, and our residents because each of you contribute to making Clawson the truly special and unique place that it is. Finally, I would like to recognize and thank Clawson City Council. The City Council is the legislative body of the city, and together we review the annual budgets, contracts, ordinances, and city projects. Today, I have the opportunity to share Clawson's accomplishments of this past year and talk about our future. The Clawson Historical Society newsletter shared this headline from the Clawson Journal of December 1928. Frank W. Blair, native son of Clawson, visions great future for progressive old hometown. A community of homes with school facilities of outstanding excellence, a thriving business district, and an ideal location will do much to bring Clawson a prosperous 1929. I'd like to talk about how Clawson continues to strive to create and maintain a quality of life and community that encourages our residents, their children, and in some cases grandchildren, to stay in Clawson. This is the time to focus on what Clawson has done in 2017 that honors the vision that Frank Blair talked about in 1928. Clawson, a community of homes, was recognized as the third healthiest home market in Michigan by Smart Asset. The Smart Asset study measured market health by the average number of years residents spend in their homes, home values, ease of sale, and the costs associated with home ownership. In addition, Clawson was listed as the 15th safest city in Michigan by alarms.org. But Clawson just doesn't receive recognition on a state level. Clawson was recognized nationally as being the 57th most popular small city to relocate to in 2017. This ranking was determined by gathering data related to relocation searches throughout the country. Kathy Leanhouse, the Director of Parks and Recreation, oversees our Senior Center and Parks and Recreation Department. Kathy and her staff are committed to providing something for everyone in Clawson. The community values our seniors and delivered 4,469 meals to homebound participants last year and provided medical transportation to over 1,500 individuals. The Clawson Highlights listed more than 600 programs last year. Participants were able to choose dance classes, dog training, yoga, or fun in the sun camp, just to name a few. Approximately 13,000 students found just the right program to enroll in. Finally, the department carried on Clawson traditions by organizing the Daddy-Daughter Dance, Mother and Son Night Out, the Fall Festival, and the annual Christmas tree lighting in 2017. In addition, the Parks and Recreation Master Plan was completed and submitted to the Department of Natural Resources. Over the next several years, the Parks and Rec Department will be focusing their efforts on maintaining the great facilities that have been recently added to Clawson's landscape. The Blair Memorial Library, under the direction of Jenny, as library director, provided 223 free programs to 3,228 people in 2017. Jenny has been with the library for 20 years this year, and as has Mike Companion, one of the library staff members. Virginia Shirley and Christina Carter, too, have continued to serve the residents of Clawson and have been with the library for 10 years this year. Knowledgeable and helpful library staff members were busy in 2017, and they assisted individuals in checking out more than 94,000 items. One of Clawson's best kept secrets isn't a secret anymore. The library had over 96,000 visitors last year. The Clawson Historical Museum curated by Melody Nichols, exists to collect, preserve, and encourage the use of documents, photographs, and artifacts related to the early history of Clawson. The museum installed a state-of-the-art heating and cooling system in 2017. Great care was used in selecting a system that would not compromise the historic character of the museum. The new system will help preserve treasured artifacts and mitigate damage that can occur with humidity and insects in damp places. In 2018, the museum will offer monthly educational programs. Subscribe to the Clawson Historical Society newsletter to learn about all the great programs sponsored by the museum. The Detroit Institute of Art's Inside Out program returned to Clawson in 2017. 10 Clawson locations became an outside museum, engaging Clawson residents and visitors alike to enjoy masterpiece reproductions from the DIA's collection. Last year, Clawson Schools initiated a strategic planning committee. The committee includes school administration, teachers, parents, city staff, and city officials. This is just one example where Clawson's community partners together to solve problems together. Committed to a thriving business district, the Clawson City Council, Planning Commission, Zoning Board, and Jim Elvis, representing the Building and Planning Department, held a joint workshop in January of this year. We intended meeting quarterly to discuss Clawson's future and how to move forward together. Jim Elvis, the Building and Planning Department, Planning Commission, and Zoning Board helped to bring 10 new businesses to Clawson in 2017. We welcomed Creative Chic, Motor City Barbell and Fitness, Mobile Gas Station, the Heart and Vascular Specialist, Motor City Float, Go Wireless, Thrive Rehabilitation, Cosmo Prof, Huffmaster, and Unleashed Boxing Gym. In addition, Noble Appliance and Clawson CrossFit opened early this year. The Clawson community can look forward to Haberman Fabrics, Traffic Digital Agency, Chutney's Indian Vegetarian Cuisine, Mike Savoy Chevrolet, Apple Renovations, Osaka Japanese Restaurant, and My Salon Suite coming soon in 2018. Other current city businesses have focused on facade and landscape updates. Have you checked out the new look at Noble Fish, Flipside, and Water to Go? Village Landing and Bywood Square are updating their landscaping, and Kentucky Fried Chicken will be refreshing their site this year. The Downtown Development Authority, led by Director Joan Horton, was recognized last year by the Small Town and Rural Planning Division's Award Committee. Joan was presented this 2017 Vernon Daines Honor Award for an outstanding small town special project planned for the Clawson Downtown Master Plan. The award included the following accolades for the DDA's efforts. The awards committee was incredibly impressed with this plan and feel it embodies the best of small town planning. The breadth of community outreach techniques, particularly the awareness walks and built form studies, as well as the overall support for the plan, provides a model for communities of all sizes. The committee was impressed with the community's desire to see a revitalized downtown with specific focus on trackable and straightforward action strategies. The plan is well laid out, and the images help make the plan user-friendly. We congratulate you on your successful project. Mark Pollock and his assistant Karen were instrumental in ensuring that ADA-compliant counters were installed in City Hall. Community Development Block Grant funds were used to complete the project, as well as allowing the city to install additional ADA ramps within the city. Clawson's unfunded pension liability has been a growing concern of City Manager and City Finance Director Mark Pollock. Mark, with the approval of City Council, has proposed using pension bonds to assist the city in managing the rising pension liability payments. In order to qualify for the program, a city must meet strict standards dictated by the Michigan legislature. Clawson met all of the standards, to include a AA bond rating. The final approval from the State of Michigan Treasury should be completed within the next quarter of 2018. Something old became something new in the City Clerk Department. Mike Smith, Clawson's old deputy clerk, became the new city clerk. Victoria Mitchell is the new deputy clerk and the additional smiling face behind the counter. Mike and Victoria got right to work preparing for November's election. They both seemed like old pros dealing with the new voting machines. The results were timely and accurate. Both Mike and Victoria are committed to keeping citizens informed on social media in 2018. Be sure to check out After the Gavel for the latest meeting summaries. Did you miss last month's DDA meeting or last week's City Council meeting? Check out Clawson's Meeting on Demand. Dave Ouellette, our cable programmer, is now able to tape all city board meetings. He has made them available for you on Clawson's website. Last year, John Kingsept, Clawson City Attorney, was instrumental in the removal of several blighted homes. This could not have been accomplished if it weren't for the diligence and assistance of Barb Chambers, Clawson's code enforcement officer. The removal of these homes will allow a new home to be built, increasing property values for everyone in Clawson. Doug Ballard, our DPW director, continues to supervise a skilled and motivated group of employees. This winter, as in winters past, the DPW crew put Clawson on the map. Everyone in Oakland County knows when they have arrived in Clawson when it's snowing outside. The team's hard work wore out the front loader that places the salt into the city salt trucks. City Council approved a new front loader in the 2017-2018 budget. DPW workers should be ready to continue the good works in 2018. In the spring of 2017, the DPW also hosted an open house. The open house offered recycling stations for residents to dispose of hazardous waste, electronic equipment, and shredded services. Yes, orange barrels are coming to Clawson. Our engineer, Harry Drinkwine, will be busy overseeing the 14-mile and main resurfacing project. This infrastructure upgrade was possible because Clawson was awarded several grants to help complete the project. The project will be underway this spring, and I am told it will be completed before July 4th celebrations arrive in Clawson. This was great news to Clawson's 4th of July parade chair. Clawson citizens approved a sidewalk bond this past November. City Council required that the bond proposal not increase taxes for the taxpayers of Clawson. The city sidewalk program should start this spring and be completed in 2022. Troy Engel is the newly appointed fire chief in Clawson. Chief Engel, with the assistance of the fire department, will oversee the final specifications of the new Pierce Pumper fire truck. We should expect delivery in late 2018 or early 2019. Mr. Engel will have a busy 2018. Not only is he celebrating his new role as the fire chief, but he will be busy celebrating the 75th anniversary of Clawson Boy Scout Troop 1627, as he is Clawson's Scoutmaster as well. This year, the police and fire department personnel are joining forces in the 11th annual Heroes vs. Hoopsters basketball event. This fundraiser pits our, old heroes against our Clawson High School basketball stars. Harry Anderson, Chief of Police, continues to oversee a department that is committed to the safety of Clawson residents. This department will be receiving 4 LifePak AED units to replace the units purchased in 2005. Alliance Mobile Health partnered with the police department and was able to offer a $1,000 grant for each unit. This partnership afforded Clawson residents the best AED available on the market today. Clawson's police department officers are exceptional and continue to be recognized for their excellent service. Recently, Officer Paul Dar was honored with the 2017 Officer of the Year Award. In addition, Officer Stephen Haley, Officer Daryl Adams, Detective Lieutenant Scott Sarbello, and Chief Harry Anderson were awarded department citations and commendations for their outstanding service to our citizens. 2017 also brought the first CraftCom event to downtown Clawson. The event was sponsored by Black Lotus Brewery and provided something for everyone. There were crafters, artists, comic book vendors, craft beers, and great music. The weather was perfect, and we are hoping that they return in 2018. The Oakland County Football Club is coming to Clawson for their upcoming 2018 season. The Oakland County Football Club is a semi-professional soccer team dedicated to providing a remarkable on-field product as well as an unforgettable game day experience. Make sure to come out and get to know the team and show them some hometown Clawson team support. Clawson is a special place. It is a city, like many others, that face challenges. We will need to continue to tighten our belts to address our tired infrastructure and our weary roads. The City Council and City Administration are focused and driven to move Clawson forward to the exciting future that awaits us together. Together we can move mountains. In closing, I would like to reflect back on Frank Blair's statement of 1928 and the legacy that he passed down to current Clawson residents. 90 years later, we continue to be a community of homes with school and city facilities of outstanding excellence, with a thriving business district and an ideal location. How can I expect anything less than a prosperous 2018? Thank you for coming. Thank you for letting this long-time Clawson resident, Clawson graduate, mayor, brag on the little city with a big heart. Thank you.
And now we'd like to invite and introduce Andrea Hodges, the school board president.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction. I'm very excited to stand here in front of all of you this fine morning and tell you the exciting things that are happening at Clawson School District. We work hard to provide our students with every opportunity possible. Student safety and support is our highest priority. At every level of learning, all of our schools have a very active and supportive PTOs and PTASAs. We provide outreach programs and character-building initiatives for all of our students. The one thing I hear over and over from parents is that they choose Clawson because they want a strong community for their children, where they won't slip through the cracks or be looked at as just a number passing through. The spirit of community isn't limited to our school district. It extends to our neighborhoods, our local businesses. I am constantly amazed by how our city leaders, our local businesses, step up by donating to fundraisers, participating in events, attending meetings, and the many other ways that you show your support for our kids and our schools. Clawson is so fortunate to have such caring businesses and city leaders help to create connections between all of the facets of our wonderful city. Clawson schools are always looking for new ways to improve and grow. This year, we developed a strategic planning committee made up of community members, teachers, administrators, and parents, along with a facilitator to bring in fresh ideas. The purpose is to identify common goals that the district can focus on to maintain a cohesive and positive school environment for our students, staff, and administrators. Our goal is to make emotional intelligence and education not only part of our curriculum, but part of our culture. RULER, which stands for Recognize, Understand, Label, Express, and Regulate, is the program our elementary schools are using to further emotional education for our kids. Emotional education is as important as an academic one. Emotions drive our ability to learn, make decisions, express creativity, develop and maintain relationships, and affect our overall health. Learning to identify both moods and triggers helps us foster empathy. Developing emotional skills leads to student and later adults that are less anxious and depressed, less distracted, more attentive, more empathetic, have strong leadership skills, results in less bullying and behavior problems, and leads to an overall better academic performance. Our teachers are learning these skills along with our kids to become more engaging, supportive, and effective. RULER helps the kids, but it also helps to create a healthy adult school culture, which develops a more positive school climate overall and a better environment for our staff and students. Continuing education is very important for both our administrators and our teachers. In addition to routine DPPD days, each year Clawson sends 3 teachers to participate in a 2-year Galileo Leadership Program. This leadership program helps our teachers hone their leadership skills to become strong leaders in their classroom and among their colleagues. Over 10% of our teachers have participated in this program, and we add more each year. Over the last 3 years, our district has been working with Cultures of Thinking, and currently all of our buildings are participating in this initiative. Cultures of Thinking is a program designed to encourage actual thinking in classrooms. Encouraging actual thinking versus routine memorization is instrumental in helping students become engaged and curious learners. It develops the skills the students need to problem solve long into adulthood. One of our biggest goals is to make sure that we are teaching our kids to become adaptable adults with critical thinking skills and the ability to connect to the world around them. A Clawson education starts at our highly sought-off preschool program. Clawson Preschool starts as early as 2 years old with a parent-taught class with Miss Claire Prost. This class is very high in demand and led to an additional day being added to the schedule. Mrs. Prost is well known in the early education moms groups, and many parents come to Clawson Preschool because of her reputation as an outstanding early childhood educator. Clawson offers both co-op and non-co-op preschool classes for 3 and 4-year-olds, as well as the Great Start Readiness Program, which is free to qualifying students through a grant program. Clawson Preschool has an 80% retention rate, and all of our classes have a waiting list. The preschool's excellent communication between staff and parents, a strong PBSYC team, which stands for Positive Behavior Support for Young Children, and its highly teamed OT, PT, and speech teachers that work with teachers to provide the highest level of care and early education for your children. After preschool, students may attend either Shawm or Kenwood Elementary. Both Kenwood and Shawm are DK through 5, offering developmental kindergarten for those that might not be ready for kindergarten just yet. Both of our elementary schools offer specials to all of our students as part of their daily curriculum, rotating between Spanish, gym, music, library, and art. 5th grade students have a choice of band or orchestra for their music special. Throughout their elementary experiences, students will participate in many fun concerts and performances that showcase their musical education. We recognize the importance of making learning fun, and both schools are able to offer exciting assemblies through funds by our awesome PTOs. Our PTOs have brought our students STEAM days, STEAM assemblies by the Michigan Science Center, Diversity Circus, Sky Dome Planetarium, and Little Creatures, and many more. Field trips are our hands-on experiences. Such exciting places our students visit are the Detroit Symphony Orchestra, Detroit Zoo, Greenfield Village, Lansing, and many, many more. Both elementary schools offer various during and after school activities, including Girls on the Run, Scouts, Junior Optimist Club, Student Council, Stride, Garden Club, Link, Friendship Circle, a student-operated news channel, Service Squad, and Spanish Club. All of our schools stress the importance of giving back to our community, and our elementary schools do that through various programs and initiatives, many of which are student-led and organized, such as Hat and Mittens Drive, canned food drives, loose change drives for childhood cancer, and another to adopt an animal, Blessings in the Backpack, and they adopted over 20 families for Christmas. Currently, both elementary schools are celebrating Reading Month with spirit days, assemblies, and bringing special guests, including a therapy dog that the students were able to read to. A fun and non-pressure way to improve on their reading skills. Kenwood Elementary kicks off the school year with a back-to-school picnic and meet-your-teacher night. Life skills are taught each month and are celebrated in the classrooms. Each fall, Kenwood celebrates a fall festival consisting of games, food trucks, and family fun activities. Kenwood's first grade students are having fun while connecting the writing science curriculum. The kids are reading a how-to book explaining on how to catch an elf. Using pulley and lever systems of their own design, they are going to build a real-life elf trap in hopes to catch a sneaky elf. The second graders study economics by conducting student surveys and interviewing and visiting some local businesses. Yolanda, and then, excuse me because I know I'm going to ruin her last name, Bizad, owner of Floribunda in Clawson, came to Kenwood to teach the kids about running a business and helping kids make the connections between what they are learning and how it applies in the real world. The fourth graders are learning the recorder and the ukulele. The fifth graders held a colonial day and dressed the part by participating in games of that time period. The school year at Shawm starts with curriculum night. Shawm just held its annual spring carnival and auction, filled with family-friendly activities, lots of fun, snacks, games, a silent auction, and a tin can auction. Shawm recently began Shark Pods. This is where students break off into groups of 17 kids, DK through 5. The Shark Pods meet monthly and focus on identifying and labeling feelings and moods using mood meters, assigning colors to different moods, and explore the concepts through art projects and crafts. Aside from teaching more about moods and emotions, Shark Pods help foster bonds between the older and the younger students. Having a mix of grades helps the kids learn leadership skills and gives all students more confidence as work in their pods. The first graders at Shawm are making boats and exploring why different materials and structures sink or float. Second graders are preparing for their student-led conferences to share with their families what they are learning. The third grade just had a concert for their friends and family, performing the science behind Pixar, which showcased the research and information they have learned while working on this from this fun STEAM activity in school. Fifth grade just started their state reports, and 3D models, and are working on how to bring their presentations to life by creating videos, slides, and movies. The 3D models will be displayed in April, along with the fourth grade science projects, third grade Michigan floats at Shawm's annual Celebration of Learning. The transition from elementary school to middle school can be tough for both parents and students. To ease the transition, the middle school hosts a meet and greet from third through fifth graders, where the students and the parents can explore classrooms, talk to teachers, and ask questions. Later in the year, there's an orientation where fifth graders walk, or dropped off, to the middle school and receive forms and information to pick their sixth grade classes. This is also an informational meeting about fifth grade camp, which brings our Kenwood and Shawm fifth graders together for 2-night stay at a YMCA camp, where they're able to bond and have an incredible time learning archery, zip lining, and more. Our last orientation happens in August, where the incoming sixth graders are given their class schedule, locker assignments, and get their photos taken for their school IDs. Clawson Middle School strives to support all of our students and ensure that they have opportunities to be challenged academically. Many middle school students take advantage of these options by taking advanced or higher level classes, including some that will count as high school credit. The middle school has many clubs and sports for kids to be active in school. SAD, Student Against Destructive Decisions, is instrumental in organizing many fun events for the school, such as Red Ribbon Week and Random Acts of Kindness Week. SAD, along with the National and Junior Honor Society, visited Gleaner's Food Bank as part of the Kids Helping Kids program. The Bowling Club and Chess Club are very successful, each with over 30 members this year. Math Cons, the CMS Math Club, participated in their first tournament, and the Robotics Club qualified for the state tournament for the 4th consecutive year. The middle school orchestra received all ones in festival. The 7th grade volleyball team went undefeated this year. The middle school also offers a lot of other extracurricular activities, such as basketball, cross country, softball, wrestling, Junior Optimist Club, student council. Middle school students are also invited to try out for the high school musical and productions as both performers and stage group. The middle school SAD president, 7th grader Jesse Custer, was chosen nationally out of 8 student leaders to receive the Be Fearless, Be Kind award from Hasbro, Inc. This award recognizes young people who are actively making their school community a more inclusive and kind place for all students. Not only is this an impressive honor, but Jesse was given $1,000 to support Special Olympics programming at the middle school. The middle school organized the first annual Mustang Community Day to provide opportunities for students and teachers to build and facilitate a sense of belonging and community. Middle school also hosted Challenge Day, an event hosted bi-yearly. Challenge Day is a nationwide program that attempts to connect students with different backgrounds and interests and encourage them to listen to one another and build relationships as well as peer empathy and understanding. The PTO Walkathon once again was a success, and middle school students raised over $3,000. The Clawson Community Coalition partnered with the middle school to host the 2nd annual Youth Dialogue Day, and student participation numbers doubled from the first year. The middle school and high school are both participating in the exciting #WhyYouMatter campaign started at Chelsea High School. The high school and middle school students made a sign reflecting why they think they matter. They had their picture taken holding the sign. You can go through the middle school, and all the pictures are hung throughout the middle school. The high school black and white photos are displayed in the cafeteria. Each year, incoming freshmen will have their photo taken, and students will be given their #WhyYouMatter picture at their high school graduation. I invite all of you to come to the high school and see our students' pictures and why they matter. The high school is now offering ACE Early College, which is an opportunity for students to earn a tuition-free associate's degree while also earning their high school diploma. High school is extended to 5 years, with the 5th year dedicated to full-time college courses at Oakland Community College. Upon completion of the ACE program, students will receive both their high school diploma and either an associate's degree or up to 60 credits that can be applied towards a bachelor's degree. In addition to ACE, high school offers dual enrollment opportunities where the 11th and 12th graders can take classes at OCC and receive college credit while still in high school. The high school also offers advanced classes both on and off campus through the high school and CASA, the Center for Advanced Studies. Oakland Schools Technological College is another option where Clawson kids can take classes to train in areas such as construction, engineering, health sciences, homeland security, IT, transportation, and visual imaging for college credit or national industry certifications while still attending high school. The high school has a very talented performing arts department, including marching band and several ensemble bands, choir, and orchestra. The high school orchestra scored all ones at festival this year. The high school musical production was Beauty and the Beast and showcased the impressive talents of Clawson students performing on stage, in the orchestra pit, and behind the scenes as stage crew. The high school truly has something for everyone and offers clubs and activities that allow all of our students to be involved. High school's incredible art teacher, Mrs. Megan Hominick, recently started an art club where students can explore their creative side after school. The art club had a table at both Christmas in Clawson and the high school production of Beauty and the Beast, selling some of their creations to raise funds for materials. The high school clubs and sport teams are very involved in both community and the school district. The band, football team, and cheerleaders have traveling pep assemblies where they visit the elementary schools. National Honor Society members visit the elementary school and read to younger students. And the older students, they did crafts. The National Honor Society also just organized a pancake breakfast to raise funds for Beaumont Children's Hospital. And Student Court is planning a diversity day. The athletic department at Clawson High School created a Doug McKnight's Coaches Award. in honor of the high school teacher, Doug McKnight, which is awarded to student athletes that demonstrate sportsmanship, dedication, enthusiasm, leadership, and humor. The first recipients of this award were Joy Takanucci and Nick Millen. The girls' basketball team won their league for the second year in a row. Clawson Athletic Boosters helped purchase a scoreboard for the backyard soccer field. 4 of our wrestlers qualified for individual state finals, and another finished 7th in the state in his weight class. We had boys hockey through a partnership with Shrine High School and last year, and this year we're adding boys lacrosse for the spring season. I thank you for your time and your interest in Clawson Public Schools. As school board president, a parent, and member of this community, I am blown away at the level at which people here volunteer, get involved, and reach out to one another. I am happy to be a part of a city that has a deep sense of community. I am proud of how our businesses, our city leaders, schools, residents, and neighbors support one another. And I look forward to furthering the ways that we can offer support for one another and keep the feeling of community that we all love about Clawson. Thank you.
And now please welcome Shar Larson to the podium to give the Clawson Chamber of Commerce report.
Good morning, everyone. Well, let's see if I can find my notes here. I want to start off by acknowledging our director, Mary Sames, who makes everything click with the chamber and businesses, and I want to recognize her for everything she does, not only for the community, but for so many other things. She's involved in a lot of things, including the farmers market as co-assistant, and drives 90 miles each way every Sunday to be there from start to finish, help set everything up. So please acknowledge Mary. During the past year, I'm pleased to announce that the Clawson Chamber of Commerce added 64 new members to their roster. I think that's quite a great number considering how small we are. Last year when I reported, I said we had over 800 email blasts going out to our contacts. We have now passed the 1,000 mark. And as a member, hopefully all of you are doing this in here, as a member, anytime you have a special or you have something that you want to advertise, just send it to us in a PDF form, correct, Mary? And she's going to post it for free on our website each week. And so if you have anything, maybe you're looking for new associates or employees, maybe you're having a special 10% off or something, or some big event, please do that. You're missing out on an opportunity. Remember, this goes to 1,000 people throughout the southeast area. So please do that. One of the things I'm very proud of is 4 of our board members sit on the strategic planning committee for the school district. Several meetings in the fall of several hours, a lot of feedback, a lot of communication. Tomorrow night there's going to be another meeting and possibly a wrap-up or just maybe 1 or 2 meetings later. The information that has been passed has been phenomenal. And I think you all know that if we have a good, strong school system, you're going to see greater tax because people are going to want to move to Clawson. Businesses are going to want to be here. So it's so important that we have a good, strong school. And we do. And I think proof of that was everything that Andrea just told us. Some of the events the Clawson Chamber of Commerce hosted during the last year included many ribbon cuttings and something we call CAN. And that is an opportunity to network with each other. It may be just breakfast, it may be coffee before lunch, after lunch, a luncheon, it could be something afterwards. Each business has the opportunity to do this. And again, you never know who you're going to meet. At our last CAN event at Bowl 1 in Troy, who is a member, people were exchanging business cards and suddenly somebody's buying insurance from this person and somebody's doing this and that. It's a great opportunity. Sometimes there's only 10 people there, sometimes there's 20. But again, you never know what opportunities you're missing. So please take advantage of this. Anytime you want to do this, just let Mary know and we'll set something up. But one of the things we did was that we're also instrumental in having our spring auction, which brings in money for our scholarships each year. And that will be happening very soon, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that because I expect every one of you to be there and support this great cause. We have our Taste of the Cities. The 5K Donut Dash this year was very successful, our Claws for Paws. And we gave out over 75 newcomer bags last year, and probably more. Barb Chambers can attest to this, Kim and some of the other people up in the front offices, as well as ourselves. Again, a missed opportunity. If you are not putting a flyer in there about your business, a pen, maybe a special, this is something for the businesses. It's free. We give these out. Please, please, when we ask for items, Mary writes this out on her e-blast all the time, which we find some people never read, which is unfortunate. But please, please, this is a way to promote your business, and we're here to help you with that. We've done so many other things, they're just too numerous to mention. But we've also, obviously, helped with the Clawson Farmers Market, Cinema in the Street, Buyer Spice and Ice, Christmas in Clawson, assist with the DDA, Clawson Community Foundation, Clawson Troy Optimist Club, Clawson Coalition, and the Clawson Rotary. Last year, for scholarships alone, we donated $4,000. That's quite significant. Our college students were very happy with this. We also added a $1,200 donation for the art in the downtown area that will be going up very soon. We have seen all the different displays, so we're happy to be part of that. In addition to all that, we donated $4,000 additional dollars to places like the food pantry and various other things, the police bowling, Rotary Golf, all these other things that we sponsor. And how do we make this money? Because, you know, we only have a little over 200 members, and at $100 a member, that doesn't bring much money to pay for the office, to pay for Mary's salary. We do charity poker 16 days a year, from 2 in the afternoon till 2 in the morning. 3 people required. If you think that's not easy to do, we've got one coming up pretty soon, and we're all scrambling to make sure we have 3 people there because the state requires that, and they will come in and check. But that's how we make our money. And that's what goes out for donations. So if any of you, because you're members of the chamber, want to donate some time to go to the 300 Bowl in Waterford, let us know. We'll even do short hours, right, Mary? It doesn't have to be a 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. So this is how we make our money to help in the area of scholarships and giving back. The community has such strength, not only in the city government, our churches, our schools, the library, Hunter community, the Clawson Park, the residents and the volunteers. I've never seen a city like this. It's just an example of a couple of things that happened to us just in the last few days. A lady came to the chamber office the other day. She just bought a house in Clawson and she had to register. And so we always try to talk a little bit, and we gave her a newcomer's bag. And I said, why did you choose Clawson? And she's, you know, a younger lady, and she said, you know, I talked to my friends. I had been living in Royal Oak, and all my friends were saying, why didn't you look at Clawson? It's a really great town. You know, it's so friendly, da-da-da-da. She said, I can't believe how happy I am in just moving here. She said, it really is a great little town. People really care about you. She said, and people are there to help you, and I feel so safe. And she just went on and on. And that's what makes Clawson special. It's everybody coming together, everybody helping, whether it's business, whether it's, you know, the schools, or just any other event that's going on in the city. And it's just a great opportunity for everybody to try to help one another and to try to make the city stronger. And we, as the chamber, try to do that with various events and, presentations, whether it be a little presentation we had just recently on public speaking and sales and things like that. And sometimes we only have 5 or 10 people come, and sometimes we have 25. So there's many opportunities that we offer for businesses. I think all of you who have been here in the past know about our Business Resource Center over at the library, which is very well accepted. I think Jenny can attest to that. And we always do whatever we can to get people in touch with, whether it be Oakland County or other business resources, because it's important that we keep businesses here, but also bring new businesses in. So in closing, I want to say it's great to volunteer, to live, to work, to be in the little city with a big heart. Thank you very much. I forgot. I think you all have this in front of you, our spring auction. Like I said, I expect everybody to be here. Tables are $450 a piece. Normally, tickets are $50, but a table is $450. The table includes a ticket that gives you food, but you also get a chance for a $3,000 drawdown prize. The food is 3 different meats. You get beer and wine for free, and you get your dessert buffet. It's a fun time. You have a silent auction, and we have a live auction. And I can't tell you, I mean, many of you have been there before at the Venetian Club, and it's a great time. And I hope you all come because, again, this supports our scholarship money. So I see everybody saying to Mary, give me a ticket. Thank you. Oh, and it should be on your table.
And now we'd like to recognize businesses, volunteers, and chamber members for their accomplishments and contributions to our quality of life by presenting the Appreciation Awards.
Nominations were collected and tallied, and it is my pleasure to announce Kim Alexopoulos. I had this right until I got up here. Alexopoulos from Clawson Steakhouse is this year's recipient for the Business Person of the Year Award. Kim, would you please come up? Oh, sorry. I rattled myself getting her name screwed up. Kim and her husband Jim are the owners of Clawson Steakhouse. She's been instrumental over the past years in creating a substantial community service environment. Kim involves the Clawson Steakhouse in community events and activities such as the Lions Club Leader Dog Golf Outing, Senior All-Night Party, Taste of the City, Fire, Spice, and Ice, Chamber of Commerce, and numerous other events. Kim takes pride in her business, family, friends, and Clawson. Her strength and positive attitude are but only a few reasons why she is so respected. Congratulations, Kim. We're honored to have you in Clawson Steakhouse in our community. Oh, is there anybody else that has something they'd like to share about Kim and Clawson Steakhouse?
Just like to say a few words. I'm incredibly humbled and honored to be accepting this award today, and I would like to thank all of those who voted for me. I would first like to start out in thanking my father-in-law, Gregory Alex. Without his hard work and determination of moving here from Greece to make a future for his family, the Clawson Steakhouse wouldn't be what it is today. Also to my mother-in-law, Fotini Alex, for accepting me as one of her own children and always being a supportive shoulder to lean on. My spouse of 12 years, Jim Alex, who has always been loving towards me. Thanks, babe. And my incredibly loving and responsible daughter, Adeline Alex. So I look back to 5 years ago when I first started running the Clawson Steakhouse. I remember going in my first day having no experience and Jim telling me to figure it out. I remember thinking, what do you mean figure it out? He told me there is no mistake that can't be fixed. You will just have to trial and error it. I look back and recall being incredibly nervous, but I did it. I figured it out. That was the best thing he did for me. Not only did it instill confidence, but it established a determination I never knew I had. You never really know what goes into a business until you start running one. The behind-the-scenes, day-to-day minutia can be daunting. I do have my head chef of 25 years, Jim Polk, and my manager, Martha Greger, who's been with us 24 years, that helps me keep it all together. I've been very blessed with a wonderful staff of over 40 people. Part of running a successful restaurant is learning how to manage a great team to keep things flowing. I couldn't do it without them. I grew up in a small town called Naples, Maine. I'm not sure if any of you have heard of it, probably not. To explain how small, 4 towns went to the same high school. It was one of those friendly, everyone helps one another type of towns. I get that same feeling here in Clawson. I've gotten to know many Clawson residents that come in for lunch and dinner. I can't tell you how many times I've heard stories that their neighbors shoveled their driveway, or took out their trash for them, or helped plant their flowers. That's just the helpful city that Clawson, Michigan is. As we have entered into our 60th year, the Clawson Steakhouse wouldn't have thrived as it has in a different city, and I truly believe that. It's due to the wonderful people here and all of the fine work and diligence you all do behind the scenes. My mother, Gail Lang, and Father Gary Freilich always taught my brother, sister, and I to have kind hearts and a giving nature. I believe that is fundamental in running a successful business. If you have passion, a love for what you do, and approach it with a kind and giving heart, you can do anything. I hope the City of Clawson knows that we are here for you all, and if there is anything we can ever do, to please not hesitate to reach out to us. If you would like to raise your glasses of orange juice and coffee, here's to another 60 years at the Clawson Steakhouse and the wonderful, flourishing city that is Clawson, Michigan. Thank you all.
Clive Brown has spent numerous volunteer hours in the Clawson community. 20 years ago, he was asked to assist the Lions Club down on Main Street Car Show and has volunteered at every one since, even as co-chair for the past 4 years. Clive has served as club president for the Lions Club, honored with the Lions Melvin Jones Fellowship Award, and twice the Lion of the Year. Clive has participated in every Lions Club fundraiser, local events, ramp building, as well as the now 20 years with the car show. He has helped each year in many of the City of Clawson annual events, including activities with the Clawson Chamber of Commerce and DDA, the Ice Cream Social, Paws and Claws, Donut Dash, 4th of July Parade and Festival, Fall Festival, Fun Run, the Fire and Ice with Spice Chili Cook-Off, and volunteered to help at a few Clawson school functions. Clive has stated, "My volunteering is nurtured from the community of good people which surround me." Clive is nominated and honored as Clawson Volunteer of the Year 2018 because of his dedication and support to making our community a better place to live. Congratulations, Clive. Is there anybody else who would like to present Clive with awards? Please come to the podium.
That might be there's a rumor going around that I have a desire to talk a lot. I'm not going to do that to you, but thank you for the wonderful words. Thank Mary and Shar and all who voted for me. I really appreciate it. Most of that, I had it here written down on a piece of paper, but there are a few things I'd really like to stress. And one is the friendship with Howie Harris, very good friend, and Howie was the one that really drove me into volunteering in the city of Clawson. It was, as you know, most of you know Howie, he can be persuasive, and he did. He never let me go until I told him I couldn't do anything until I retired from the city of Southfield. And the day after, he was calling me. So, and I joined, and it's been a wonderful ride. I've really enjoyed it. I am humbled and flattered by this recognition, but to be sure, my individual efforts are outweighed with the fortunate opportunities of being surrounded by so many good people. From family, friends, Clawson City staff, the Clawson community, and by far the team I'm part of, the Clawson Lions Club. And this is a good segue to thank Jim and Kim for allowing us to join them with the golf outing, the annual golf outing, which has raised just a bundle of money for leader dogs. It's a good joint effort. Really appreciate their help and pushing us forward on it. As I said, I started with the car show. And that's because I'm what's referred to as a gearhead, and it's something that I truly enjoy. And there's a lot of us in the club that actually are. In the past 6 years, it's been quite a ride. I really enjoyed the club. We have so many terrific members. One of the things that we get criticized for in the Clawson Lions Club is that we don't advertise enough about what we do. And that's because that's what we do. We kind of stick behind the scenes and we help out whenever we can help. There's, all of the projects and that were mentioned. Again, it's not, I didn't do all this by myself, this volunteering, because it's all part of a team of good people. My volunteering was to help others who have already organized functions and projects. I may be the front man on some, but I can't say enough. I can't say it enough times. I'm a member of a team and participate with teams such as the Clawson Lions, Clawson City departments and staff. Everyone is wonderful. My volunteering is nurtured from the community of good people. And part of that is my wife, Nancy, who's here, my rock. She really is. In so many ways. It's changed the course of my life, for sure. And my wonderful, strong daughter, who wanted to be here, Holly. A Clawson resident, by the way. And my granddaughter, who was going to try to be here, she's a junior at Clawson High School, and actually participates in pretty much everything that Ms. Hodge said. She's there today. Matter of fact, they're probably going to take a break here at 10 o'clock. But and my son-in-law, who is a great young man, I'm so grateful that my daughter and Keith had hooked up, because he's as much a giving person as Holly is, and my wife. So it's a great family. I'm surrounded by just bundles of magnificent people. Mary, Shar, community, thank you so much for everything. I feel like a fish out of water. Thank you.
T&I Credit Union is receiving the Business of the Year Award for developing a culture of business community involvement. Jonathan Knotts, Assistant CEO, volunteers to serve as treasurer for the Clawson Youth Assistance. The community-based program works to reduce delinquency, neglect, and abuse in families and children. This program is vital to the community. T&I Credit Union staff, directors, and members volunteer many hours each year to support Clawson in their respective communities. Kathy Karner, CEO, is a member of the Clawson Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors. She participates in the Chamber and city events and recently was asked to be a member of the Clawson School District Strategic Planning Committee. Kathy and Gretchen Howell volunteer each year for the Chamber of Commerce Spring Auction Committee. They are professionals they're passionate in sharing their time supporting the Hope Water Project, ALS awareness, volunteering at FOMA, Relay for Life, serving clients at the Soup Kitchen, supporting Clawson Food Pantry, annual Clawson Pause, active roles in their churches, funeral lunch programs, PTO, coaching Clawson, Troy Optimist Club, and mentoring students. Last fall, T&I Credit Union hosted a financial literacy program, which I had the privilege of being part of. It was wonderful. At the Clawson High School, students were challenged with real-life circumstances and made tough decisions on housing, food, transportation, and lifestyle. Because it was so well received, they plan to make it an annual event. Anyone with any other congratulations for T&I would be welcome to come up at this time.
I don't like to talk, so this will be short. Just like to say thank you. This was totally unexpected. Our motto, big enough to help you, small enough to know you, is something that our team tries to do and tries to remember in everything we do. Thank you again.
Since August 2016, the Yarn Stop has been located in historic downtown Clawson. The Yarn Stop, co-owned by Sam Gill and Mike Brunk, is a successful small business that has become a strong part of Clawson's vibrant downtown. The store is a labor of love, and the energy that Gill and Brunk bring to their work has created just what they had in mind, a small town store with big town success. The Yarn Stop takes community seriously beyond the customer experience. The Yarn Stop has made a strong commitment to area nonprofits, Mittens for Detroit, American Heart Association, Paws for a Cause, Royal Oak Animal Shelter, Clawson Food Pantry, Clawson Lions Club, and Wigs for Kids Michigan. They are also a drop-off point for Knit Michigan. We are proud to present Sam and Mike with Putting Clawson on the Map Award. Congratulations, come on up. And anyone else who would like to offer congratulations.
Didn't know we were supposed to make speeches. I think they all know I like to talk. That's probably why they didn't tell me. The living's good? Okay. For a year and a half, we've been a part of Clawson, and we have enjoyed it immensely. The support from the Chamber, from DDA, from the city has just been phenomenal. And we're doing what we wanted to do in the store, which is we want to have more than a store. We want to have a community. And that's what we are building. And through our winding tip jar, that's where we have donated all the funds to all the places that she had talked about, and a couple's been added since then. We did support the Police Scholarship Fund last month with that, so, and we're looking forward to more. So come by the store if you haven't yet and see what yarn is all about. If you don't know what we do, come by and check us out. Thank you again. We appreciate it.
Thank you to everyone for attending today. We hope you enjoyed yourself. Don't forget to take a copy of our auction flyer. And if all the award recipients could please come forward for some pictures before everybody takes off, please. Thank you again.